Do you find that couples often stop short of a real resolution?
I think so. I think a lot of times if the arguing and fighting stops and there's just kind of a peace that can come with that, they kind of think, well, we've done what we need to do because it just got peaceful. And so they don't go farther with it. But if there's not a real resolution, the fight cycle is going to continue. And I think that's what a lot of couples that I see in counseling, I think that's what Nancy and I did a lot of times. We would fight, 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 and then we'd just quit fighting, but we didn't resolve anything. It just was peaceful for a few days, but then that same thing or something similar would come up again. And I think that's where you get in those cycles if things aren't resolved.
Yeah, yeah, it's so true. I'll never forget. This was like several years ago, and one of my mentors, who I really look up to, I had been sharing with her about a problem Dylan and I were having, and she was kind of like following up on it. And so a couple weeks after I had shared with her, and we had been praying about it, she said, "So how are you and Dylan? Did you guys have that problem?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, we're not fighting anymore." And she said, "So what'd you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't like we're just not fighting anymore." And
Yeah.
she was like, "It doesn't sound like you solved the problem then because you don't have a plan." And I was like, "Oh, you're so right. Like we just stopped fighting. It doesn't mean the
Yeah.
problem is solved." Yeah.
And I think if you've really been fighting or giving each other silent treatment for a while, if when you kiss and make up, it just feels good, but it doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, definitely. I think the second we start to be cordial to each other again, we just feel like the problem is solved when really
Yep.
we might not have even begun to solve the problem.